Hi people, welcome back to the channel. If you've not subscribed to me and you're new to me, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything. Right, so I want to basically send an open message to a guy called Paul Thorpe. Paul Thorpe, who is a guy from South London who I follow, who lives in Spain. Now, I've been watching one of his videos. I think it's the most recent one he done about are we ready for a general election, and they're talking about the Restore's chances, and he's basically saying that Reform are the only ones that really stand a chance in that, and that the right need to unite and all that, right? That is not what I want to talk about, right? He's talked about basically denouncing ethno-nationalism, and that Rupert Lowe is surrounded by people that are giving him bad advice and are maybe too extreme for the average Joe voter. Right now, while I agree with that, Paul, if you ever watch this, right, one thing I will say to you is, right, I've left a comment on your recent video, right? You made a statement in that video that you did saying that you think that Britain should remain a majority white country. Right, now I'm sorry, Paul, right, but you can't completely denounce ethno-nationalism and hit out with that you want Britain to remain a majority white country. The two things, if you denounce completely ethno-nationalism, then how are you going to ensure that England remains majority English, Scotland remains majority Scottish? The fact is, right, according to Nick Griffin, and I firmly believe this, by about 2066, maybe a bit longer, maybe a bit shorter, 2055 maybe, we are on track to become a minority in these lands in the British Isles, Paul, right? So if there's no policy in place to ensure that the native white Brits remain as a majority, then how are they going to remain a majority, Paul? Because we're not having enough kids, right? These minority, we keep importing, like, even like you say that you're against illegal immigration. That's only a tiny amount of immigration, Paul. Illegal legal immigration, Paul, is one of the things that's causing the demographic change probably more than anything else, yeah? And these legal immigrants that come from third world countries and all that, and the more educated ones, and the Pakistanis, and the whatever else, from people that are like non-European immigration, right? Even European immigration, right? I wouldn't want Scotland to be colonised by Finland, do you know what I mean? Or Sweden. That's because that wouldn't be Scotland anymore, and I'm sure you wouldn't want that for England, right? But anyway, right, so the immigration from the third world, the legal stuff, is causing the demographic change, Paul, right? And these people are having more kids than the native whites. So, how can you completely denounce ethno-nationalism, right? And say that you want Britain to become, to remain white British? Doesn't make sense, Paul. It doesn't. Anyway, thanks for watching.